Hi, I'm John Kenfield from the Solutionist group, and I'm carrying on my series of talks about common causes of family business conflict. Today we're talking about session number 17, which is Family Systems and Skills Part 2, Problem Solving. What is problem solving? It's basically taking any issue, any type of a problem, and having a process to get that problem resolved. Now, in a lot of families, there is a good collaborative problem-solving model. Everybody's engaged, everybody's, depending on parenting style, of course, everybody might be involved in problem-solving from fairly early age. Everybody might be involved in collaborative discussions appropriate to their ages and stages in life. And they build skills unwittingly, and those skills carry on if they move into business together. Other families will rely on one or maybe some family members to make almost all significant decisions, in which case, like a muscle, because the other family members don't exercise their problem-solving skills or even develop any real problem-solving skills, they find themselves in a position of strong dependency where they simply are not willing to step forward and take the risk of trying to problem solve because they've never had any practice. And they've always relied on other people to do the heavy lifting for them. So what does this mean when you have a business family? Well, typically it will mean that the leader of the business sees that as their responsibility to call all the shots, and they'll do it in the business, and they'll do it for their children in the business who then don't get properly engaged. Depending on personality types, they will carry that on in the family and leave, it's often a male that does this, although not always by any means, and they then leave it to mum to pick up the pieces and to manage the fallout and do the implementation and everything else. In some families, mum calls all the shots at home, dad calls all the shots in the business. You know, it's horses for courses, depending on what happens. But what is the situation then when parents get older and where that key decision maker is about to fall off their perch, or they're fossilized and unable to make important choices because they just can't cope with change, and there is nobody who has learnt the skills of problem solving on the way through, and they're probably too old to become really good problem solvers. It's not, they can learn some skills, but it's not really part of their natural makeup. Well, that becomes a problem. And what we encourage, our solution for this, is try to engage family members in problem solving as early as possible. If you have done that and the problem solving skills are not great, and if you haven't done that and they haven't got much in the way of problem solving skills, run some workshops, adopt a problem solving model for the family, and get used to using that problem solving model with a number of steps that are to be followed. So there's a formula, so people don't have to know it naturally. There is a formula to follow. Laminate it, stick it up on a wall, follow for any particular problem that process, and build those skills through repetition and adherence to an agreed model. That will work in the family as well as working in the business, and it will improve, guaranteed, the decision-making process and the inclusion, the mutuality of commitment to that decision process. In the next session, I'm going to talk about decision-making, which obviously comes after you've worked your way through the problem solving. If you've liked this session, found it useful, please share, please like, and please come back for more. Thank you.